Hey there everybody, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Welcome to my tutorial for Moonwatcher from the Wings of Fire series. Thanks for sticking with me. I haven't put a video out in a long time because I've been extremely busy and honestly I don't have a lot of time to make tutorials anymore, so thank you for those of you who have stuck with me through it. I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to try to go slow and make it very easy to understand for you all. Now, the wings for Moonwatcher are the same as the other Wings of Fire dragons, except peril. So what I'm going to have you do for the wings is you're going to go to the link in the description for one of the other characters, okay, and you're just going to follow that tutorial for the wings because it's exactly the same. The only thing is that you're going to change the colors. So for clay, I'm going to have you go to Clay's video, okay? So just follow that link and then go to the time frame that it says to start. But all you're going to do is you're just going to change the colors. So instead of brown, you're going to use the Jade green. Okay, I have the band count in the description for the whole project, so you can take a look at that before you start. Okay, so you're going to replace the brown with the Jade green. You're going to replace the yellow with the black, and you're going to replace the white with the, what this is the Moonstone bands, so they're like a glittery gray. But if you don't have glittery gray, just use regular gray or whatever color you want. And then you're going to make 2 wings, so you're going to follow that, the instructions twice to make 2 wings, okay? And what I did was I just got some really fine glitter and I just put some on the wings, okay, on both sides, so she has some glitter on her wings. That's totally optional, you don't have to do that. So do that now and make the 2 wings for her, okay, and then you're going to come back and we're going to work on the head, okay. Alright, welcome back. You should have made your 2 wings for Moonwatcher. Now we're going to make her head. Okay, this is what the head is going to look like. Okay, so we have, looks like this. Okay. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to start with the jaw. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Jade green, the dual layer jade for a lot of this dragon because it's like a shiny green color, which is really cool. Alright, so I'm going to take 2 of those, I'm going to put them here, 2 more on the other side. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to double loop 6 times with a single band. So a single jade band double looped going down 6 times. And I'm going to do that on the other side as well. Okay, and then I'm going to have them meet toward the center, so double looped bands meeting at the center. Now I'm going to take 2 of those Moonstone bands, which is the shiny gray. I'm going to put them right there. And now I'm going to use regular gray bands, double looped, because the Moonstone bands don't double loop very well because they're kind of like hard and stiff. So I'm using regular gray for this part, so I'm going down 4 times, double looped, and then I'm going to replace the rest with the jade. Okay, so now double loop jade, double loop jade, and double loop jade again. Okay, so So now I'm going to take my hook and I'm just going to untwist these. Okay. And now I'm going to double loop the Jade. Okay, so I'm going to take the Jade and I'm going to double loop it across, so one band at a time. Just like that. I'm going to take one more and I'm going to wrap it around this peg, about creating 4 loops. Okay, that'll be our cap band there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start looping the band. So I'm going to dig down below that cap band to take those top 2 Jade bands and I'm going to bring them up. And I'm just going to go up the center. And I'm going to stop. Ooh, I hear that truck out there. I'm going to stop there, and now we're going to make the tongue. Okay, you can use whatever color you want. I'm going to use this shiny pink color here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around the hook, creating 5 loops. And we're going to double loop. Pull that on, reclaim the edge, and I'm going to go up a total of 8. So here's number 2, okay, here's number 3, here's number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and let me just check to make sure there are 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yep, so one more, number 8, okay. So now as I loop this final set in the middle, I'm going to pull that tongue onto those bands that I'm looping, like that. Okay, so it sticks up. Then we're going to go back to the bottom. I'm just untwisting this band, it's a little bit twisted up. Okay, go back to the bottom, you're going to loop up the double looped band, back down, loop up that double looped band, so it's nice and even here. These bands shouldn't be all twisted up in here. Okay, I shouldn't be making nice teardrops here with a circle here. Now we're going to attach some teeth. Okay, so we're going to wrap around a white band, creating 5 loops. And we're going to loop up, and as we loop up, we're going to pull that band on. Okay. We're going to do it again. And again. And one more time. Okay, and I'm going to loop up the rest of these without attaching teeth. Okay, Okay, do that on the other side, same thing. Oops. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to tie off our 3 ends here using a color that's a different color from what we have been using. So I'm not going to use the jade green, I'm using like a bright purple. The color doesn't matter because we will be taking them off later. So just pick a color that's easy to see. Okay, and I'm going to go from the bottom and gently lift off. Alright, so there we have the bottom jaw. Okay. Alright, now we're going to do the forehead. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 jades at a time. Okay, and I'm going to put 2 over like that, but first as horizontal bands, okay? We're going to take 1 more to cap off our end here. Okay, wrapping it around, creating 4 loops. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make our eyes. Okay. So I'm going to take a jade green and I'm going to wrap it around my hook, creating 5 loops with it. And another one. Then I'm going to double loop a jade, put it on the hook and pull both of those onto it. And I'm going to pull this down and put my finger through the other end. I'm going to take a jade band for the eye color. I'm not really sure what color her eyes are, but I'm guessing it's like a jadish blue-green. Wrapping around, creating 4 loops. Take a black for your pupil. Wrap that around, creating 4 loops. Okay. Then we're going to take 2 loops of the jade over onto the other side of the black. So there's 1 loop. I'm going to follow that to bring over the second loop. Okay, so there's a crisscross at the top and we have 2 loops on each side. Take the other end of that eyebrow and bring it over, just like that. Okay, now we're going to dig down beneath the cap band to grab the 2 diagonal bands, and as we loop them we're going to pull the eye on. So I'm going to hold it up here as I pull the eye on them. This is a little bit tricky if you haven't done this before. Even for me it's tricky and I've done it a lot. You're going to just pull them over. Okay, and then just loop that loop over that band. Okay, over that peg. All right, we're going to do another eye for the other side. So same thing, we're taking a jade band, wrapping it around, creating 5 loops, and again. Okay. Double loop a jade band, pull it on like this, push it down on your hook, put your finger through the loop, take your eye color. Where's my other band for my eye? I don't know where it is. I have to go grab another one. One moment. Okay. Wrap it around your hook, creating 4 loops. Take a black band, wrap it around, creating 4 loops. Bring 2 loops of one of the color over onto the other side, so you have a crisscross at the top. Bring that jade band over, like so. Okay. Dig down to grab the other 2 bands. As we loop them, we're going to pull the eye bands on in order. Whoops, try not to get them all twisted up. Just like so. Okay. All right, so now we're going to make our horns. And I'm not sure if our horns are black or silver. I think they're black. I'm not sure, so I'm going to just make them black. Wrapping a black band around, creating 5 loops. We're going to double loop. We're going to double loop again. I'm going to take 3 bands, pull them on, 3 bands again, pull them on, and 3 more, pull them on. And then we're going to take 3 of the jade green, pull them on, like so. Okay. Now in the book it says that she has like silver teardrops behind her eyes. So if you want to do that, I'm going to use white because silver is going to be hard to see against the jade. Okay, so I'm just going to take a white band, wrapping it, creating 5 loops in front of the horn like that. You don't have to do this part though if you really don't want to. It doesn't matter. As I loop these 2 bands back here, I'm going to pull first the teardrop band on. Oops, I gotta do that again because the band came off. Let's try that again. Sorry guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so as we loop the bands, we're gonna pull that on. Okay, and then we're going to pull that horn on. Just like that. Now that might get hidden under the horn. We're going to find out. I think it might get hidden underneath. If it does, we'll just take it off, whatever. Or you could just attach it behind the eye here on top of these bands. So you could just lift it and attach it here. But, okay, let's make the horn on the other side. So same thing, wrapping a band around, creating 5 loops. Double looping a black, pulling that on, double looping another black, pulling that on, taking 3 black, pulling that on, taking 3 more, and 3 more, and then 3 of the jade. Alright, now I'm going to take a white band. I'm going to wrap it around, creating 5 loops. We're going to dig down. Loop up. Pull them on. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to loop up the center here. Alright, and I'm going to take my purple bands or whatever color, doesn't matter, then we're going to do our slip knots at the back to keep the bands from falling apart. And we'll lift up. It's going to look a little bit goofy. It's not going to look good when you pull it off. It's going to look good when we attach it to the head. Okay, so those little teardrop bands can move forward if you want. Alright. Okay, so it's hard to tell exactly what it is, right? And that's totally fine. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the jaw, like the top of the jaw now. Okay, so we're going to take 2 jade bands here, here, and here. Okay, we're going to take our jaw, we're going to attach the 3 loose ends to these 3 pegs here, with the jaw right side up. Okay, so first set will go around this peg, middle set goes around this peg, and last set goes around this peg. Okay, now we're going to push the jaw down between the pegs so it's out of the way. Okay, it doesn't really matter how you push it down, just make sure it's out of the way. Okay. Alrighty. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 more jade bands across there. Okay, so between these two, put 2 more jades. Then we're going to take 2 silvers and 2 more. And then we're going to double loop with gray 3 times. So again, the silver ones, or the sparkly gray, don't double loop well. So that's why I'm double looping regular gray bands here. Then I'm going to take 2 of the silver ones and put them here. Alright. Now, 2, 3. We're taking the jade bands 2 at a time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, same thing on the other side. So 1. Oops, this one's messed up. Look at that. It's like all chunky looking. I should get a refund. 2, 3. Okay. Now I'm going to double loop 3 times. So take a jade, double loop 1, 2, 3. What did I do here? Hold on. Hold on, guys. My design is off. Hold on. Give me a moment. I'm going to figure out what I did here. 2 green, 2 green, 2 silver, 2 silver, double loop gray 3 times, then silver. Okay, and then on this side, we have green 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. So we're going to lift up this guy here, the first double loop green on the side, take this guy off, and this guy on the other side. Okay. Take this bottom guy off. We're going to move him over here. Double loop again here and here, and then we just got to add a double loop guy here. So take these off to make it easier. Double loop again. 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, there we go. Now take the gray. Double loop the gray here. Double loop the gray here. Double loop across here. And across this way. Okay, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 jade bands across here. 2 jade bands across here. So just to review, these are double looped here, 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 here. On the side, these are regular 2 at a time bands. Sorry about that. So now I'm going to double loop a jade band here. Double loop again here. Double loop here. Double loop here. Okay, now we're going to do our nostrils. So I'm going to take 2 black bands. I'm going to wrap them around my hook, creating 5 loops each. Okay. I'm going to take a gray band. I'm going to double loop it onto my hook and pull the nostrils on. Okay, I'm going to put the 2 loops of the gray around this peg and around this peg here. Spread the nostrils apart, and half the bands in between we're going to bring up above that middle peg there. Now I'm going to take a gray band and I'm going to wrap it around my hook, creating 5 loops. I'm going to take 2 of the Moonstone bands, the shiny grays, onto the hook, pull that cap band on. Okay. Grab the loops here, wrap those right here. Alright, so all 4 loops were wrapped around this peg. Okay, so now we're going to make the ears. Okay. And the ears, we're going to go, yeah, okay. We're going to make the ears, okay? So take a black band, wrap it around your hook, creating 5 loops. Double loop a jade band. Okay. Then we're going to take a pink band for the inside of the ear. Wrap that around, creating 5 loops with that. We're going to take 3 jade bands onto our hook, pull the pink onto the jade, and then pull the tip onto the jade. Okay, wrap both ends on your hook. Okay, so the pink is around those bands. Then we're going to double loop the jade band like this. Okay, I'm just going to move the pink band down a little bit on the ear so it looks like that. Alright, and this I'm going to attach around this peg so the pink is facing down. Okay, just like that. Alright, I'm going to do that again on the other side. So black band wrapped around creating 5 loops. Double loop a jade onto there. Take a pink band, wrap it around creating 5 loops. Take 3 jades onto there. Pull it on, then pull these on. Reclaim the loops. Then double loop a jade. Okay, and this goes on with the pink facing down right here. Then you want to turn it. Alright, so now we're going to start looping, and as we go we're going to attach the forehead. Alright, so dig down past this nose thing to grab the top bands, which are, whoops, not those. Messed up there. There, then the next 2 go here, bottom 2 go up like that. Okay, now I'm going to loop up here, but I'm going to stop right there. Okay, so I'm stopping there, and now I'm going to go up the side. To there and stop. We'll go up this side. Up to there. Okay, we're going to take the forehead, we're going to turn it upside down. Okay, so the eyes are close to the back of the head. Okay, go through the first set of bands in the middle, not the cap band, the first set of bands. Okay, well, push it up on your hook, and we're going to grab this next set here, and we're going to pull that through. We're going to pull that through that head and loop it around. And then we're going to loop up 2 more times here without catching the jaw. Make sure you don't catch the jaw bands. This gets lifted up now. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the bands on the side of the forehead. So we have the set that's being tied off, and then we have the set before that right under the eye. I'm going to grab those bottom 2 bands under the eye, the bottom loops, and with the forehead facing the right side up, you're going to wrap them around this peg here. And you're going to dig down and loop up 1 more time. Let's do that on the other side. So the loops under the eye. So there's the last set, then the set before that. Loops under the eye, wrapped around, loop up. Okay, and then we're going to attach the 3 loose ends to these 3 pegs here. Okay, dig down, loop up, next set, loop around, oops, dig down, loop up, and then these guys at the side. Oops, grab too many. This is a little tricky here. Just bear with me because we have to dig all the way down to those bottom 2 without snapping them. Okay, so now I'm going to attach 3 bands onto these. I'm going to use a different color than purple so I don't get confused later. So I'm just going to use pink here. Again, it doesn't matter the color because we're going to take it off later, but try to use a different color than what you used to tie off the forehead with. Okay, Now we're going to lift from the bottom. And we're going to hope that it turned out good. Some things are going to be angled the wrong direction, but we can adjust them once we pull it off. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that top jaw and I'm going to push up from underneath to get it to bend down instead of up. Okay, you're going to make sure your eyes are facing up. So just grab them and pull them up a little bit. Okay. My bottom jaw right now is bending this way. So to get it to bend up toward the top jaw, all we have to do is we have to take our hook, go through like a row here where we want the bend to be, and pull it to the direction we want. Okay, so now it's bending up a little more, and I'm going to do that at the tip as well here. Just have it bend up. Okay. Alright. So these two teardrop things I'm going to move forward. Alright. The horns, if they're bending like this way for some reason, you can always stick your hook through them and pull them the direction you want them to go. That's the nice thing about these, is you can always change the direction of things. Then I'm going to just pull off all the purple bands and leave the pink bands. So we're only going to have 3 tying bands on. And the tongue, of course, you can get that to bend down if you want by just going through them and just tugging it down. Okay, so just adjust things as you see fit. Okay, great. So there we go. Alright guys, so hopefully you had success so far. So you should, before you go to the next video, make sure you have finished your head and your 2 wings, okay? Again, the link for the wings is in the description, so just follow that, and then the timestamp as well for that. So you are at the right point to continue. I might just take these tiered things off. I don't think I like them that much, but... Alright, so I will see you at the next video, everybody. Okay? See you over there. Go ahead and go to that now. I have to just unlock my computer because it locked on me, and then I will shut the video down. Okay guys, see you over at part 2.